and it was pretty fun that they sent us these masks, and also the Bayard for Lance. So Lance is Bayard for the Red Lion, and that means that we are building the Red Lion today. So welcome. Like I said, Drew Bennett for Ben Spark Family Adventures. We're here doing some Lego building. I'm sorry for the delay of the live stream. I had a little bit of a technical hiccup a while back. I don't know what happened. It just suddenly ended. And, you know, with everybody online, everybody streaming, everybody doing these different things, the whole family there, and everyone around the country, you know, there's bound to be some little hiccups and issues. So I'm just going to get into it. We are building the Red Lion. The Red Lion is Keith's lion. And then later in Voltron Legendary Defender, it became Lance's lion. And the thing with the Red Lion, so the Red Lion really needed someone who had a strong personality, and that was definitely Keith. Keith is he was kind of a loner, and he always felt like a little different than everybody else. And we found out later in the series that he was part Galra, and that that contributed to it. He was always a great fighter, and he was good at all that. And he and Lance, they kind of bickered back and forth all the guys. Thank you for coming in. I don't know if this is the new chat or the old chat, because I had a little hiccup and had a little problem there. I want to just make sure that I've got the right thing happening going on here. So this was supposed to be the live one. Just going to check and make sure that we're doing live here on Facebook, on YouTube, and we're also streaming on Twitch. So let me just make sure that that is happening and people are seeing it. If you're in the chat room, please go ahead and leave a comment. I would love that. That would be awesome. I'm actually just going to share that quickly now on my personal page on Facebook, and also make sure that it's running here on YouTube. And if it is on YouTube, I want to make sure that the chat is everybody there. Yes, okay, MMG, you're in there, awesome. So if you are watching, please share the stream and subscribe wherever you're at, whether you're on Twitch, whether you are on Facebook or on YouTube. Jose, thank you for coming back in. I had a little bit of a technical problem, and the funny thing is, like, I work in customer service for a software company, and a lot of times I work with hospital laboratory equipment, and 9 times out of 10, when somebody calls in and there's a problem with the equipment, you have to start it and stop it and restart it. So what I did is I checked through every single piece of my connections to Facebook, to Twitch, to YouTube, and also to Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. All those connections, made sure that was there. Set my home wireless so that this computer that I'm using had the priority. Took priority over everybody else in the house. Yeah, I know. I took priority over learning so that I could build Lego and be here with you guys. So making sure that this is working on Facebook and on YouTube, and that's great. I'm glad it is. Let's see if it's working here on Twitch as well. Twitch seems to be one of the ones that I end up streaming to slower. You might be a little bit behind. I don't know. I apologize for any lag, but doing the best I can with what I got right now, and hopefully you're able to see that, everybody who's on here. So appreciate it very much. Okay, so we're building the Red Lion. The Red Lion, let's see, is if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, then you might know that the Red Lion is voiced by Stephen Young. I think I got that right. He he was on The Walking Dead, but he also voices a couple of other characters in some different DreamWorks shows. So in Troll Hunters, he's Steve in that, and in Three Below, he's same character, but he's also in a bunch of other shows. And he was a really good Keith in Voltron. So, okay, so let's see. We got this. We're attaching that here, and we're putting 2 on top of that. Good. All right. So, so far, what I've built is the so far I've built the Yellow Lion. There you go. And I've built, next I built the Blue Lion. And then I built the Green Lion. Now that is, so far, all I've done, because I was doing a lion a day. And each day, we've got a different lion to show you, to build. And just having fun building that. I love building with Lego. Lego's a great time. Lots of good stuff with Lego. I enjoy it very much building, and I'm glad that I'm getting back into it. I'm thinking of extending this into the next couple weeks, especially since everyone is home. So let's see. Oh boy, yeah. In Bolivia too. I mean, all over the country. Kurtzus. I probably butchered that. Yeah, everybody's in quarantine, and stay home, stay safe. It's no joke. This virus is no joke, and we're doing the best that we can to stay home and only venturing out for what we absolutely need. As far as like groceries and stuff, we're lucky that we do have a dairy near us that actually delivers. So we signed up for that, and we've been with them for years and years and years now. But they have pretty much everything we would need. I didn't go crazy with the whole toilet paper things. I did not have. We'll see how we do when the supply gets replenished. Hopefully people don't hoard it again, and stores limit it to 1 or 2, because honestly, I mean, really, let's leave enough for everybody. So we got that. So yeah, if you're in quarantine, thank you for joining me. I mean, we're all in quarantine right now. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Let me just make sure that, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, good. My chat is working. And okay. Thank you for joining in there on Twitch. So I got some folks here on Twitch. I got some folks on YouTube, and folks on, I don't know if I got anybody on Facebook right now. Facebook, it's funny because that's where everybody's hanging out, at least my age, is hanging out there. But and this is for everybody and everything. Your cameras isn't. I don't know. Okay. So, trying to get more people to be watching the stream, especially at home. Everyone's at home. So does anyone in the stream have this Voltron set? If you do, cool. I've actually built this once before with a buddy of mine on a channel that. So we're not seeing it on Twitch. Ugh. Okay. That is a problem. I thought it would come up, but apparently it's not. I don't know why. I reset everything on Twitch, and it makes no sense. So you're probably getting sound, but not any video. I don't know if I can change anything at this point, and that really stinks. Let me just. So just to write a quick message here. I'm sorry. I don't understand why it's not working. I haven't done a lot with Twitch, so I have everything running through Streamlabs. I reset everything, I reconnected everything, and Twitch is always a pain in the neck to reconnect, and I did, so I don't understand why there's no picture. It makes no sense to me, and I apologize if you're in there and you're trying to watch something with a black screen. And I don't think I can actually just like stop it because it's unified with everything else. And I've already stopped the stream, done the stream once before, and I'm sorry about that. So if you're in Twitch and you're trying to watch me, I apologize that it's not working. All right, so what we got here? Why is this? There has to be some piece I'm missing. One. Yep, one piece I'm missing. I knew there was a space off there. Shoot. I don't know how I can stop the Twitch stream. I may just stop doing Twitch unless I was going to be dedicated just to doing Twitch, because it doesn't seem to want to play well with the other streams. So. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, okay. YouTube seems to be working, and so is Facebook. So I think I'm just having some problems with Twitch, and I apologize for that. I'm doing the best I can with it. Whereas I really can't do anything in the middle of the stream, as far as I know. If you know anything with Streamlabs OBS, I would take any suggestions, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna like hazard doing anything at the moment. Only because I already have 2 other streams that appear to be working okay, and I really don't want to lose those ones that I actually have going. So if you're on Twitch, I apologize. So I should put some sort of disclaimer, but you're not going to see it. And you might see it in the chat, but that's about it. Okay, so we're building more of the body here. And all right, so we added some smooth. These are tiles. So it's like smooth top tiles. That is not the one I want. Okay. Wow, I'm finding more unless I found the same one twice. I probably found the same one twice because I'm just moving them around. Trying to do a better job of getting everything in the shot today. Better than I did yesterday, hopefully. So, okay. So I like how they made each of the lions just a little bit different. It's all basically the same build, but there are a lot of little individual differences that they've added to it, which is great. I think that they did a really nice job of this. Now, I was looking through some of the booklets here, and tomorrow I'm going to show you the main booklet because there's something really cool in the main booklet. So come back tomorrow for that. It's a really cool thing that's in there. If you've gotten this, especially if you like the history of Voltron, gives you some. Well, okay, maybe I revealed it. There's a little bit of history of Voltron in there, and it's awesome. So I like how they made that booklet. Okay, so continuing on here, trying to also pay attention because yesterday I missed a couple of key pieces. Went back and found them, but you don't need me looking back and looking back and looking back trying to find everything. Okay. I used to do a lot of this on my buddy's channel. It's called Built from Bricks. If you have any desire to watch more Lego building, you can check out that channel. My buddy Brian, he is continuing with that channel. I don't know if he's done anything recently. I keep meaning to check, and I want to check in between these videos that I make to make sure that Brian is still producing video because he really loves Lego. He knows a lot about Lego, and a great resource to have if you're talking Lego. He would know every name of every little part here, which I do not. I'm not your go-to guy to know Lego part names. But together we did several shows over a couple of years, and had a really good time doing that. So that was a lot of fun, and they're all still on the channel. It's a great channel, built from bricks. And so if you're a Lego fan, what did I do? What did I do? Did I miss something? Here, okay. So there we go. See, I'm not paying attention to that. I'm paying attention to the talking. He would do all the talking. I would do all the building. And so I could pay attention to the build, and he would pay attention to the chat room. And now I'm doing both. So not my strong suit. It's trying to do everything and also chat along with anybody who's in the chat room. So if you are watching, you're in the chat room, and you're talking, you want to talk Lego, you want to talk Voltron. I know a lot about both, enough to be dangerous. So, especially, I mean, Voltron from 1984. If you wanted to watch any Voltron now on Netflix, they've got Voltron Legendary Defender, the entire series, and they also have a thing called Voltron 84, which was really cool. It was the creators of Voltron Legendary Defender, and also some of the voice over people talking about their favorite episodes, which was awesome. So, okay. So I might be having some dropped frames. I'm getting some messages about dropped frames. So hopefully I don't drop out the entire live stream. That would really stink. Okay, so we're going out here. So I am trying to keep everything in the frame today. I've not been the best at that. As far as, oh yeah, wait a minute, that should be in frame. And so building more on the Red Lion. Yeah, there's some differences as far as the build. Just a little small touches of each individual lion. Just little additions that each one is getting as you do the build. So let's see, we need a couple of 3s there, and also on this side. Okay. So if you are in the chat room, Facebook or YouTube, or well, Twitch. Sorry, I don't know why it turned black. I need, let's see, the sticker, which, I used the sticker to take a picture yesterday. Everything has been on my desk. Here we go. So we've got number 2. We'll add the sticker here on this part, and you're going to see it completely backwards because of the camera, which makes no difference while you're actually building the Lego set until you put something that you have to actually read. So it's and I didn't notice that until probably about the 3rd episode here of what when I was building. But that's just how it goes with the video setup that I have here. Want to make sure that you can see the building, but at the same time, I had to flip things around so it looked, rather than have my hands up top of the thing. Oh well. All right, so we've built one part. Just need to put this on. So we built kind of the front shoulders of our lion. I'm going to put that here so you can see it. Then there's the back part of the lion, which I kind of forgot that I had built. So here is the back part of the lion, front part of the lion. I'm going to snap those together so we can move this, because this is one of the arms. It's the right arm. And now we'll get and put the tail on. Once I find that last part. We're going to put this, there's these little pieces that normally are like the gold bars. So silver and gold bars. That's just what that particular piece, I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's usually what it's used for, is like a gold bar in that. Let's see. I have to have the camera up high in order to shoot down, and I have it on the highest zoom in, so trying to get it. So now we're going to do the legs. So we're going to do the legs of our lion. Put those together. We're going to make two of the same one at the same time. That's usually kind of the best way, course of action that I go with, is building the two at the same time. 1 and 2. I'm trying not to move the table as much as I can, because part of the tripod that I have here is on the table, and so banging it around. Sorry about that if I'm shaking it in any way. Again, the setup, you do the best you can. And I'm sure that there's probably some pieces of equipment that I would probably want to get for future episodes if I continue with this, but at the same time I don't want to send like frivolous things through Amazon as much as possible. You know, I mean, those guys are out on the road and having to do you know, be out there and delivering. We've actually, yesterday, my wife and my son painted a big thank you on our door. We have a door with windows on it, and they painted the name in there. So yeah, they painted that as like a little thank you, and it's made the delivery drivers smile as they come by with the different things that we've placed orders for. So nope, I did that one wrong. And I'm going to use my brick separator because I want to save my fingers. No, I didn't do it wrong. All right. Okay, pop that one in there, pop that one in there. This one still needs one of these and one of these. And then the printed piece, so kind of a metallic look for our leg. And then we got that built. We're going to put one in the front on the right-hand side. Pop that one there. We're going to go to the back left-hand side. Pop that one there. Okay, so we got those two. And now we're going to build the other two legs. And they're just, you know, different. They're going to be opposite of the other ones that we just built. Okay. And make sure we get those on. I'm building two at a time. Okay. What'd I do? I already screwed up. There was a piece that it was a step that I missed. So on the step that I missed, we've got to put the ball joint in. Or the ball for the ball joint. And another little piece. And from that, then we put the triple piece. And then we put the piece that the rest of the leg is going to attach to. Yeah, so I'm a pro at this. Maybe, maybe not. You're too kind there, MMG. Oh boy. I was going to do some of my Fortnite videos earlier today, but so the camera that I use for the Fortnite videos is actually duct taped to things to go overhead, and so I'd have to readjust the entire setup that I've made here for building for Lego, and I'm not going to do that until after the show because God forbid I screw up anything that's happening with the live stream, like I did earlier, or I don't know, either I did or just the computers and stuff like that did. Try to do my best on that. All right, so we're still building the leg. Put a little cheese slope there. That's what that little tiny one, like that. And you might hear some construction happening, because next door there's construction happening, because the building next door has been sold and a new owner is fixing it up. They're doing so much work on it. I am very grateful that they're doing that. So I'm not going to complain too much if there's sound of anybody who is using power tools, because it's something that I absolutely appreciate happening, because that means that our terrible, terrible neighbors that we had there are gone. And 8 years with somebody who was just absolutely terrible. It's so good that they're not here. I know it's probably not the most charitable way of thinking, but honestly, the worst. So I can't even. You can't even imagine. So all right. You can say there's some tape around your workspace to help you with aligning. I could. That would probably be a good idea. But it's the camera itself that needs to be. I would have to move the physical camera, and then I would have to make the changes to the physical camera as to where it was going. So probably not going to work out for me until after this show, and then I'll just redo it and set up everything for tomorrow's show, and then subsequent shows there. But yeah, I'll probably do some challenges from this week's Fortnite stuff. As I do those are usually videos that are on my channel, and there's a couple. So there's like which I actually already did, was ride the zip line, ride Steamy Stacks, and go through a secret passage. So that was kind of really easy, because it ends up being something that I end up doing every time I go to the yacht. And one of the things you have to do is destroy things at the yacht. Okay, so here we got our lion. Most of the body is done. I got the body done here. And now we're going to work on the head. All right, so we're going to build the head here. So we got our piece there. Yeah, little one there. And let's see. All right, wait a minute. Nope, this one goes in the back. Okay, we'll pop those in there, and then we're going to make one of these, or two of these. This is going to be so that you can so that Voltron can hold the sword, the Voltron sword, which actually, I'm actually going to build that today as well, as the Voltron sword, because it's going to take a long time tomorrow to build the Black Lion, and if I've got the sword and the shield already done, then already ready, that would be the best, I think, in my opinion. So we're going to build the sword after that. That was kind of the surprise, is building Voltron's sword. So here we are, starting to come together, looking a little bit like a lion head. We got to put some teeth on this guy. There we go. Got some teeth on either side. Another white piece there. Making sure that I'm putting all the right pieces on. All right. Make sure we got that. And even more of these. These are called jumpers. So if there's a Lego that's it's a small plate with a little, just one peg on it. That's called a jumper. And a jumper can be used for a number of things, but in this case, what it's being used for is when we build our lion, and we're building like kind of the eyes and stuff, and the nose, the jumper is used for putting a piece right down the middle. Okay, so it's right down the middle of these Lego pieces. And that's what a jumper will do. So we're actually putting kind of like a stripe onto the nose. Nope, we need a silver one. So we need a silver shiny one. So we're putting like a stripe down the head to the nose, okay, of our lion. Now we've got this, all these pieces. Why don't, okay. Then we're going to put a couple of these bars on one side. Do we have another one? We do have another one. That's good. Now we're kind of building out the cheeks of the lion on this side, one side and then another. And that's where we have more of a 2x2 jumper. Those ones are used as well. My buddy Brian uses those on like the sidewalks of his Lego city that he's created, and that allows him to put characters on there or minifigs on there, like kind of like they're walking on the street and stuff. So things I remember from when we were on the show. Okay, so on this side, we are going to put another plate here. We got everything all set for that. We're going to build this other side. There. There. That. This. And that. Get that there. This should go on that side with that. Okay, so here we got the head coming together. We still need to just put some ears on this dude. So, and some ears. And I appear to have a piece, an extra piece. I don't know if it's an extra piece that's missing, or I just have an extra piece. Like, I don't know if I missed building some part of this. I don't think I did, but you never know. Okay, so now we're going to connect the head. There we go. We got the head connected, the body, so that this lion can kind of curve around a bit. And we need that because, you know, he forms the one of the hands. Okay, so we're going to put our lion here so you can kind of see our lion. So we have some extra pieces. And I really don't want to go back through and see if like one particular piece is missing, because I'm pretty sure I did that. But let me just do one quick check. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Two of those there. Yep. Do we need to use another one at any other point? See, this one I wouldn't normally expect to be left over. But apparently... yeah, apparently it was. Okay, well, those are our leftover pieces. I'm going to put those over on the side here with all the rest of the leftover pieces. And now I'm going to take this book, put that away, and I'm going to take out this one. This is the book that you use when you're turning Voltron from lions into the legs and the arms and stuff like that. But it also shows you how to make the shield and the sword. So I can at some point, maybe, I'm not sure when I'll do some Fortnite stuff, but I'll do those as live streams at some point. So what I'm going to do here now is build the sword and the shield. So that's bag 16. Let's get out bag 16. We'll put this on over here. We'll put our lion away for a moment. Okay, so now we got 4 out of the 5 lions built. And I apologize, I did not have this. I didn't have this opened earlier because opening the bags is kind of a pain. And it blows out the speakers, which I never check to make sure that my speakers are working, but thank goodness they are. Honestly, sometimes just doing these live streams is really nerve-wracking because you try to do the best you can to make sure that everything's working, and then like something technical will like totally screw up while you're, doing what you're doing, and you won't even know that it did. So like, for example, Twitch is all in black. You can't see anything on my Twitch stream, which stinks. And everything else is fine. Facebook is fine. YouTube is fine. Although, it's funny, like, a lot of the people that I know are on Facebook. I'm older, so I'm hanging out on Facebook. And I have not had really anybody chat in from Facebook. But everybody coming in from YouTube, thank you very much. Anybody watching, if you're in Facebook and you're lurking there, let me just make sure, because we do have a unified, supposedly a unified stream. Now, I don't got anybody in Facebook, so oh well. So let's see, pop that back up. Okay, so we're building, looks like we're building the shield first. And make sure I got all these pieces. There's a lot of pieces with, what I call grabby things. I don't, there's a technical name for it. I don't have it. Every one of the Lego pieces has an individual technical name. I do not know them all. Sorry about that, but I don't. That's just not information that I'm with. So, hey, Sean, welcome back. I got the stream working now, and I appreciate you popping in. Okay. Where's that last one? Where are you? You look and look and look. Should be one more of these grabby things. The two-piece grabby things. Or the 2 brick grabby things. Come on. There we go. Right underneath that last piece. Okay. So now we're going to take our shield. And I think we're going to do opposite of what is there for strength. So see how this one's going this way? Okay. I'm going to make sure that this one goes this way because that's going to strengthen our piece. So that's going to strengthen our piece. And we're going to put some of these silver curves around the outside. So it's going around the outside here, these silver curves. Again, I don't know the technical name, but I'm going to call it silver curves because that's what they are. They're curves and they're silver. Now pop those on there. And now we're going to put some other pieces. These pieces, I think they had, like, they seem like pieces that you would find on the Nexo Knights. So if you ever built any of the Nexo Knights sets, these pieces appear to be very similar to those from the Nexo Knights. I had picked up a couple of Nexo Knights sets only because the pieces looked really cool and they were on clearance. So I do love finding things on clearance. And when I do, I get really good deals. Actually what I'm building right now, Sean, I built the Red Lion earlier. So here's the Red Lion. I built that earlier. I built the Blue Lion actually back on Tuesday. What I'm building here is I'm building the sword and the shield for Voltron so that I have those ready for tomorrow. So we're going to put this right here on the middle. Okay. And then we're going to flip it over. And when we flip it over, we've got a couple of pieces to add to that. So first off, we're going to make something here. We're taking one of these. We're putting that on here. We're putting another piece here. Now this is going to be so that Voltron can hold onto the shield. And then we're going to place that in the right spot here on the back. So right there on the back of the shield. Yeah, this actually kind of moves there, so that's good. And then we're extending the piece with this. So we're putting this on here. That is so that you can, or Voltron can hold the shield. But our shield is not done. Our shield is actually a little bit bigger than that. We also have to make this stronger. And one of the things that Lego does well is it will add in different pieces so that you can make this stronger. So we are putting these pieces on here so it's got other parts where it's snapped together, keeping that strong. And now we're going to put some more silver pieces on here, and so these big silver flares that are going out to the side, I don't know if that's what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them. Flares, flaps, whatever. It's making this a larger, cool shield. So you can see how this is a shiny silver pieces, and it's a few of those. And then we also have this part, which okay. I'm like, why is that working wrong? We've got to put one of these little pieces here. All right, it's almost like a robot hand sort of thing. And then we snap that in there as well. So we take those, we snap those in. And we got to do 4 of those. So all the way around our shield. I'm going to find each one of those little robot hands. And these are usually used for like stop signs, or not stop signs, yield signs in or warning signs in the Lego City. You know, when you do a Lego City set. So, oh my goodness, one of my best clearance purchases. It's not Lego related. One of my best clearance purchases I made at Target was a Hot Wheels, one of those giant Hot Wheels sets. So one of those giant Hot Wheels sets, that was like $199. I got it for $26, and I was like super excited. So we've built the shield. We're gonna put the shield on over here, and then we're gonna move our other pieces over here. So maybe I'll actually like build within the frame. So these are recolored cockpit pieces. Good to know. Good to know. I figured that you were kind of a Lego expert, Sean. From what I know, is if you are the Sean that I think you are, I believe that you are one of the Lego experts there that we know. Yeah, I love going to Target and finding things on that clearance rack. It's just, yeah, especially when you find some stuff. I thought it was you, Sean. Thank you for watching. I don't know if you're there, if your brother and sister are watching too, or just you, but I appreciate you popping on there. So that's great. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are building the sword, and this is an odd looking sword, but this is the original sword for Voltron. It's not that big blue powered sword that Legendary Defender has. It is more, traditional looking, well, somewhat traditional looking sword. Okay, and then this piece here, this is like one of the ones that use like for chopper blades. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna start now. I think I've built all this out here except for this part at the back, because I was paying attention to some of the bigger pieces, and I also did not do this piece here. Yeah, just throwing things on, but not paying attention as much as I should. So there. Okay, so now we're gonna, again, for stability, for strength, we've got this one piece covering these 3 and starting to connect those. Then we're putting some jumpers on here, which is going to make sense because we're going to have something going through the blade. So that, yeah. So 4 of these. Cool. And then we got the chopper blade, which goes through here. So you can kind of see how the sword is shaping up. Okay. And now go to the next page. And add these pieces. So it looks like we're going to do a little bit of sideways building here. I'm going to have something wrap around it, or pieces on here. Here we go. So we're building out, let's see, we're building kind of out the, what is that car? Crossbar? No, is that the crossbar for a sword? It's awfully small, but so we're building that out here with the sideways building, and then we're getting these blue pieces here, these little blue L's. We're throwing those on. Then for stability, we're throwing on a 4. Ah, man, sorry. Trying to pay attention to where I'm at. And I tend to be closer to the book than I'm closer to the video. Okay, and then we've got a piece that goes up through the middle. So another silver piece here. And then on this, we've got these 2 spots. And it would have been kind of cool if they made these little bits silver too, but they did not. And then one more silver piece there. So building out the sword. And let's keep going because this is kind of more, it's an elaborate sword. It's cool. I like it a lot. So we got these 2 pieces here, kind of building off to the side, making this a more elaborate looking. And then we're going to put on a couple of these. And some more stability. Popping that there. And then that piece here. So here we've got that look to the sword. So here's the sword. And now we're going to put another piece here. So this looks like we're going to attach something else to the sword a little bit later. And then also we've got some more sideways building further up the sword. So we're using more airplane pieces. So like a tail fin of an airplane. So the airplane pieces, using those to make this part of the upper part of the sword. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And then we got these nice little rounded piece there. The hilt. Thank you. See, Sean, you're really helpful in this. Thank you very much. The hilt. The hilt of the sword. Okay, great. So now we've got the whole sword. Almost. We still have to be able to hold the sword. Voltron, hold the sword. So we're putting in some pieces here at the bottom. Okay. And got that. This one here. So we're building the sword, making it longer. Put that little curve there underneath. Making that longer. Popping that there. Okay. You know, for all of the fantasy books and stuff that I read, I'm not versed on all the parts of a sword. And for going to like King Richard's Fair and all those things, I should really be a lot better versed on the pieces of a sword, I think. So here we go. We got that. Put this in here, that in here, and this. Okay. And that will be backwards. All right. Just turn that around. Yep, turn that around. Stick that here. Okay. And then this piece will go on here. And why do I have extra pieces? Do a quick check. Yep, okay. So these pieces here, I have 2 extra of the same piece, and whenever that happens, I know I missed something. So here we go. Here is the sword, the full sword, Voltron's full sword, and that's going to be held in the hands of Voltron. So one of either the green or the red lion. He could be ambidextrous, but for the most part, he's going to be held by the red lion. So if we take a look at the book itself, again, I'm doing it the wrong way. The sword is going to be with the red lion. So, okay, well, that is the build for today. We've done our red lion. So we did that today, plus the sword, plus the shield. These are some of the extra parts. We're just going to put those on over there. We did Green Lion yesterday. So here's the Green Lion, which looks black in here because I'm using a green screen. So I'll put the Green Lion here. And we also did the Blue Lion. So we got the Blue Lion. Gonna pop the Blue Lion over here, where you can see him. And the first one that I did was Yellow Lion, Hunks Lion, one of my favorite lions. And tomorrow at noon, hopefully we're going to do this on time. Tomorrow at noon, we are going to be building the Black Lion. We're going to be building Shiro's lion, and I'm really excited about that. And then once we do that, we're gonna put together Voltron, and that's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited about being able to put together Voltron, having you be able to see it. I'm really glad that folks popped in here. I appreciate it so much. Thanks for watching. This is Drew Bennett from Ben Spark Family Adventures. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Ben Spark, Facebook.com/Ben Spark Family Adventures, and you can find me here making videos all the time.